Welcome back to Tom's Garage again, boys and girls. All right, today, we're gonna do something a little different today. Now that I'm getting pretty caught up, been kind of a slow month so far. I guess because of the drought, I ain't doing a whole lot. But today, we are going to tackle a project I've been putting off. Yeah, you can see me looking up. Wow. All of my customers, man, they just love that. Some of them have stopped and take pictures. But I done that, golly. I cut them out on a table saw and jigsaw, God, about 20 something years ago. Just made it out of 3/4 plywood. And you can see, it's just rotten. It is just rotten. So what we're gonna do, I went to Lowe's, and of course I always look for clearance stuff when I go to Lowe's, and didn't see nothing else on clearance. I got some wood. Instead of using plywood, I'm gonna use 1x, but this ain't your average 1x. See, it's got a wood grain. I ain't gonna use the wood grain side, but these are PVC plastic, and it's more than enough to cut out some 6x6 letters. But these are only 5.5, which is fine. That'll do. I'll tell you, that PVC right there, it will outlast me. It will. So what we're gonna do, get these letters taken down. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them letters. I may hang them inside somewhere, or I may give them away to somebody. Who wants to win Dobie's letters? Authentic. But I'm gonna take these letters down, and I'm gonna kind of recalk and repaint this header. Yeah, I need to try to re-secure that too. I'm sure there's a pretty good gap behind that board. I can't see it. Well, I got my ladder sitting there. I can just stick my head up here and look. Repaint these door frames before I hang the new letters. Yeah, look at there. Yeah. Time to do a little maintenance. I got a whole list of stuff I want to try to accomplish this winter, but I meant to do last winter. But my shop stayed so busy all last winter, I didn't really have time to take the opportunity to get some stuff done around the old house. Now I have to do it on Sundays, and whew, I got more serious about, hey, when I'm closed, I'm closed. And don't call me on Sunday, because I ain't gonna answer. I have to separate myself from this shop for my own sanity, man. No more 7 or 8 o'clock pickup at night, no more Sunday deals, nothing like that, man. I gotta have my sanity back. So what we're gonna do is cut them in 6-inch pieces, and I'm gonna take those letters, or I may just cut them out with jigsaw free-handed like I did them other ones. So let's get busy, fellas. Let's go ahead and get these letters taken down, and then we'll see about scraping and painting and recalking that header board. Maybe the whole door frames, everything white. Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a big paint project. Those decking screws I use to hang those letters, they're actually a square. They look like they're Phillips, but they're a square drive. So that's what we'll do. We'll get these letters taken down. I thought I was going to break it. Yeah, these things are rotten. Looks like termites. They're just rotten. All right. Yeah, when I first got these out, I painted them all over with that green oil-based paint. And then, you know, years later, I repainted the frame. I just painted over them. Then this last time I painted them, I just took the roller and just painted the face of it green. I still got that gallon of oil-based green up there, way up there on top of the attic. Hope it's still good. I hope this PVC right here, I hope the paint sticks. Which I think I ought to leave the wood grain part out. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know how well that paint will stick to that. Being oil base, I hope it do. All right. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna crawl up there and gather up some paint. We're gonna scrape and see if I got some caulking and stuff. Go hang with. Well, I believe we got enough white in that bucket. I got another 5-gallon bucket up there somewhere. But here, I can't remember how many years it's been since I've painted them letters green. But here's the paint. I had to stab through the top layer with a screwdriver. I'm using my good screwdriver for this, and I shouldn't be. And let me get another screwdriver. I don't need a whole lot of that. If I can get that layer, that dried layer out, maybe there's enough in the bottom to just do one good coat across some letters. I have to go buy a whole nother gallon just to paint them letters, but I will if I have to. It took me about 10 minutes to get this lid off. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna end up with this all over me. I can just tell now. That's got to be a 1/4 inch thick, or a good 3/16 thick. Tell you what, let's do this. That's how we need to do it. We need to break it around the edges. I originally bought this gallon when I painted the garage door and the front door of the house and stuff, and that's when I thought it'd look cool to do them letters with it. Break loose. Over to the trash can. Yeah, look at there. I think that's going to mix up just right. The lid was pretty sealed, and then that little layer dried over it and kept the rest of it good. That layer would have just gotten thicker and thicker and thicker until the whole gallon, whatever's left in there, would have solidified. Let's mix this up. Can't believe I'm already mixing this up. I ain't even got the letters cut out yet. I wanted to get this down while I was up there. Oh yeah, man, that's gonna turn out good. Oh yeah. We're golden now. Plenty enough to paint the face of those letters. I think I'm gonna take them old letters right there. I think I'm gonna take and put them in the office. When we do live streams, people will see it. Yeah, I need to save those letters over there. Those are sentimental. And as rich and famous as I've gotten on YouTube, you know, I could probably sell them for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of nickels. Oh, I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm hoping to get to see Lawnmower Detective in Louisville in a couple of weeks, week after next. And back when I used to work full-time and Mother would spend her days at Walmart and Hobby Lobby and places like that all day long. Well, that used to be a thermometer. She got me that right there. It says Police Officer Drive. I'm gonna take that down because I'm gonna repaint the frame. I'm gonna give that to Detective. I think that'd look pretty cool in his office. I do, because I'm not a police officer. I don't know why Mom bought that. She used to be a shopaholic. Now she's not, because she can't drive. Okay, I got the paint ready. We'll set all that aside for now. Not a good place to set this paint. I don't want to knock it over. I'll hide it over here somewhere on this shelf. Got my brush ready. That's my favorite brush in the world right there. God, that thing's hard as a rock. Well, it used to be my favorite brush. Yeah. It's probably been 10 years since I've used it. God, everything I got is old. I did find some painter's caulk. I hope it's still good. I got about 3 tubes of it up there. I don't know how long it's been up there, but it still feels soft. I think I might have enough. I got a whole thing of liquid nails up there in that milk crate. Been up there for about 12 years and they're all dry, hard as a rock. Well, I'll tell you, this winter, man, we got a clean house. Find some time to clean the house around here. Let me stick a Phillips bit in the impact and we'll take that little police officer sign down. It's got patina on it. That's cool, man. I hope Detective can break away and come to the GIA for about a day or just for a little while. I'll call him here in a little bit. They got him so busy and strung out working football games and stuff. It is college football season. They send him all over, all kinds of different colleges and stuff. That's terrible. Well, I think that looks so cool on his back wall. Look at that. See, the back of it still looks pretty new. Little patina. That's cool. That is cool. I'll even give him the screws to go with it. All right. I'm gonna go out here and start scraping and painting. Yeah, you can see all this caulking's dried up. The letter's stuck to some of this caulking right there. Yeah, there's some more loose caulking. Just kind of pull out whatever's hanging down. Yeah, let me let's go see if this caulking's any good. I should have thought and bought some at Lowe's while I was there. I hardly ever get to leave the house anymore. I don't even have time to cut my own grass. I believe you still got some good in here. We'll get this out. Whatever's dry. There we go. Pick that big booger right there, boy. Yeah. Reach your finger and grab a towel. Yeah. Oh yeah. Does it say indoor, outdoor? Yeah, exterior and interior. Okay. All right, quit forcing your way out of there, boy. I ain't even painted yet and I got it all over me already. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go set the camera up, man. I'm gonna put it in fast motion, give y'all some goofy music to listen to. We're gonna scrapey. Scrapey. All right, now I gotta clean my mess up. I gotta put a couple of screws in this board right here. You can see it's trying to pull out a little bit. Let's do that. Put a couple of good long screws in it. See if we can get it to pull in. It's probably rotten behind it. I got some 3-inch Torx 25 deck screws, construction screws. I don't really know what's behind it. Let me see if I can look inside and see what's behind it. Should be something behind it to grab onto if it ain't rotten. I pulled it in a little bit. There we go. We got a bite that time. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. All right, let me hit pause and we're going to clean the mess up and we're going to commence the painting. Well, I say we're going to commence the painting, but first we got to commence the caulking. I'll show you what I've done so far. And I'm being liberal with it too. I want to try to cover as much of this board as I can. Just take your finger and smooth it all out, get all them cracks filled. We'll probably paint this tomorrow. I'm gonna let this stuff cure and see if I can hold the camera and do this at the same time so y'all can see how I'm doing this. Be very liberal with it. Get back behind there where you see that crack. See how it's separating from behind where I caulked it last time? Fill all that up real good. See if I can find somewhere to hang this caulking gun. Nowhere to hang it. Okay. Smear some on there, just take your finger and make sure you fill all the little cracks. I'm going to come back with some of this color here too and cut it in. I'm sure that probably looks like Fido from the street. Yeah, this will buy me some more years before I have to replace this wood. I try to do this when I can think about it. I used to really stay on top of maintenance around the house till I got so busy in this shop and I ain't got time to spend on the poor old house anymore. Ooh, about lost my balance. Yeah, I had to cut that spout so short. It's coming out too much, really. That's all right. Caulking's cheap. We'll use a bunch and get more. Get down in there real good. Smear it all over. I think I might take that sign down. I don't like working on pressure washers or generators. But that's all you do. You just keep working it. I'm gonna go all the way across there. I'm gonna go across this one too. Yeah, y'all hang with. I'm gonna get done with this caulking job. It's nasty. All right, I got her all caulked it up. All that's caulked up. All right, I got that caulked up there. Oh, let's see. I guess we'll have to wait till another day to paint it because all that stuff has got to cure. It's got to cure. So what we got here is this PCV board. And I'm marking it every 6 inches. We can do this while we're waiting for the caulk to dry. I put a mark every 6 inches. We're gonna see how easy this stuff cuts with that little jiggy saw over there. Get jiggy with it, saw. Oh, well, I just missed that one. And the eraser's petrified. Oh well, we'll live with that. Okay. I turned that fan off over there. I don't want this stuff blowing all over the shop. I'm not going to use a circular saw to cut that because it'll create too much dust. I'm just going to use that little jigsaw. Pow. Helmet. Face mask. Okay. Let's see how it'll cut. Plug it in first. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that cuts real good. Doesn't splinter it. We'll still take a little sandpaper. Yeah. It's not a very straight cut, but oh well. So let's cut a few of these out. And then what we'll do, let me pick these up. I don't know if I'm going to take them other letters and trace them. Oh, no, I ain't no sense in doing that, I don't guess. What we can do is say, to make a letter L, we'll just, I guess that's why folks liked it and it looks so good, because it looked like it was free-handed. It wasn't machine cut letters. we'll just take this from here. Ooh, boy, that dust on the floor is slick. I have to be careful. Look at that. Woo! I will use a straight edge though. I can find some kind of straight edge. I guess I'll use my doohickey here. Let's see, 6 inches, I think. Let's walk over here with a tape measure and look. Well, I tell you, this stuff is slick. Woo! I'm thinking these letters I made 2 inches wide. Yeah, well, that's less than 2 inches, but I think that's what I did was, well, that's 2.5. No, I didn't either. 2.5, and that's probably less than 2. So no, I didn't use no formula to cut these letters out. That's 2 1/4. Yeah, that's all I did was freehand it. And that's what we'll do again. Yep. Starting with the first letter. Let's see, right about here. And there's letter L. I'll tell you, I got to figure out a way to hold these things. I forget how I done that when I was, God, back in my 20s, early 30s when I done this. There's your letter L. Wood grain or slick? I think I'm gonna put the slick side out. And I'm curious too, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this one because I want to see how well that paint sticks. Let's see, I got some sand over here somewhere. 220. There's some 80. No, that's 100 grit, but we'll try some 100 grit and just kind of knock down the ruffled edges. And then tomorrow when we come out, after it cures overnight, I will give it a little scratchy. I'm just painting the face of it. I'm not painting the edges green. That's going to stay white. Okay, let me hit pause. We're gonna go get a paintbrush and get the paint out. Hang with. Okay, let's see how well she takes to paint. I'm sure we may have to put 2 coats. This is gonna leave brush marks. Maybe not. Try to keep that edge sharp. I don't want it to run down the side. Yeah, I like how it's just kind of running together and all the brush strokes are disappearing. It might just take one. one coat. Get it nice and thick on there. Be careful not let it run down the side. Okay. I think that's gonna look pretty good, You can't even see the brush strokes. It just kind of goes back together. Looks like it's trying to orange peel a little bit right there. We'll just have to find out tomorrow when we come out here. Let that cure overnight. And we'll see if the paint sticks to that. Yep. I bet it will. I bet it takes right to that plastic. Huh. That's gonna look nice. That's gonna last forever. I'm gonna work out here for a little bit longer and get some more letters cut out. And yep. And then tomorrow we'll put a coat of paint on that. Door frames. Yeah. Well, y'all hang with. When I come back, it's going to be in the morning, and we're going to see if it sticks. Hope it don't flake off. I got high hopes for it. Y'all hang with. And it's the next morning. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, look at there. I'm impressed with that. That's very durable. That paint is sticking very well. Yeah. What I'll do is put 2 screws in each letter, pre-drill the hole. I've already got the screws, the power, 2-inch. And once we hang the letters, what I'm gonna do is go back and paint those screw heads green. And yep, it's turned into a major paint project, just like I thunk it would. I got just enough paint left in that bucket right there, I believe, to repaint the whole front. Repaint the whole front. I may not put that sign back up. I'm putting those 3, 4. I'm not putting that one back up. I'm getting rid of that, and I'm getting rid of that Stanley sign over there. Try to clean it up a little bit. But I'm gonna repaint all the yellow. It ain't been but just a few years since I've repainted both the sides. But I can't remember how long it's been since I painted the front. Looking kind of rough. I painted this side over here too, just a year or 2 ago. So I'm gonna redo all the white. I'm gonna take these signs down to repaint. And then I'm just gonna rehang those 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, little airplane, you can do it, buddy. But yep. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting these blocks. I got 5 of them cut out. We need a total of 19. So I'll have to cut all these and 3 pieces off this board, and we'll save that board for some other project. I'll stash it somewhere. And that's about it. Y'all hang with. We're gonna finish cutting these blocks out. finally got her all cut in around every door at the very top. I had to paint with a brush every groove. That's what takes so long. I painted this little area here all the way across with a brush, cut in there, at the bottom there. I've already rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's set this thing up and let's get this thing painted. Looks a whole lot better. This wall right here was the last wall I hadn't repainted, and you could tell this shade is a little bit lighter. About 6 or 7 years ago, we got another bucket of paint from Lowe's, and the original color we was painting the house, Lowe's lost their copyright or patent or something on that particular color, so we had to choose another color. And this is the last wall we hadn't repainted with the new yellow yet. That's why it's a lot lighter. When it dries, it'll match the grooves and everything. All right. Let's not stop now. All right, one more little area, and then we'll commence to do the white. All right, that's it on the yellow. And you'll notice that little line right there, and these lines, you can see where I've had to cut and replace the bottom of that, and I had to cut it out and make it match all the grooves and everything because it rotted over the years. I've got to get gutters. See, it just splashes right down there, and it's starting to do the same thing on this side. About 5 or 6 years ago, I had to jack up this entire wall of the shop and cut the wall completely off at 2 feet. You can kind of see in here where I had to rebuild all that wood. I had to restub all the studs. I had to had to take my floor jack and actually jacked up the wall and put some bracing under there. And I cut the wall completely out. That's when I took all the pegboard down and I had to cut this wall completely out. You'll see all the way down. I had to replace the siding and all the studs and the sill plate and everything. I had this whole wall jacked up and it was just completely open. That was a hairy job. That was pretty hairy. All right, now let's get ready to do some white trim. Yeah, as soon as we get done with this trim, we gotta hang a few signs back up. I've already got as far as I can reach over here. I started over here. Now I'm gonna work my way up to the eave. gonna try to do this project. Talking about being caught up. Man, I got slammed today. Generators, blowers, just all kinds of stuff. Busy again. Whew, now I got to get this project done so I can get on that. I'm just gonna hang these 4 signs back up. We'll just find a good way it looks. Whatever looks good. Maybe put them back in the same holes they were in. This one first. I hung that other MTD sign back up there. I have another one that wasn't all nasty looking. Now it looks symmetrical. All right. Only thing left to do now is get my letters. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the rest of the evening cutting these out, then I'm gonna paint them, and then tomorrow we can just screw them up there. All right, y'all hang with. All right, I am not doing that inside the shop. That stuff causes a heck of a mess. So we're gonna do it right out here. We're gonna cut these little letters out. got the letters all cut out and sanded down a little bit, cleaned up. So now we're going to take and drill the holes for the screws. And we're going to paint it, and then we're going to let it dry overnight. And tomorrow, all we got to do is hang the letters right there, all nice and pretty. So let's drill some holes. I'm gonna drill 2 holes in each letter. And I've already got the screws. So let's see here. I'm gonna do this over the trash can. I have spent the last half hour cleaning. Man, this makes such a mess. Herb. Horrors. Those are horrors. I guess that's how you spell horror. H-O-R-R-O-R. Horror. Horrors. Okay. There we go. Little hop of showers. Yep. And now we get the paint out and paint them. Let me get the lid off this paint right here. I'm gonna give it a little stirring. Give it a little stirring. I've already put my paint stirring sticks up, so I'm just going to use a screwdriver. Use a screwdriver. I guess that's mixed up pretty good. Hard to tell, really. That'll be all right. Oh yeah, that's mixed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me hit pause real quick. All right. Everything's ready to go. I've already got the eye painted. Tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and hang this L. Get a couple of screws. Grab my level. Got a level. Got the letter. Got the letter, got the level. Let's go hang the first letter. This L we painted yesterday. And we will hang it. I'm going by the little imprint of the other letters that was left on the header board. They're the same width, but they're just a little bit shorter. So, perfectly level. Perfect. I'm going by the bottom of the, well, that's kind of unlevel. Let's do it again. Perfect. All right. We'll go in here now and we'll paint the rest of them. It is time. It is right at 11 hours since I opened this shop. You can tell it's dark by how dark it is outside and by how bright my head's shining. All right, let's paint these letters. Paint them letters. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna hit pause. I ain't gonna make you watch every single one of them. So let's do this. All right. You can still see a lot of brush strokes, but it all blends in together. That's going to be cool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 with the L we've already installed. That's all the letters. And all we got to do is get up in the morning and and we'll be done with this project. I thought I was going to have another slow day. Saturday was a slow day in the shop. But man, I got hammered today, boy. I got another run on John Deeres and blowers and edgers and tillers and oh, you can't see me, can you? There you go, you can see me now. Well, all right, boys and girls, we're gonna get out here in the morning. This is a, golly, this is a 4-day video. Yeah, 4 days. 4-day long video there, boy. All right. Can't tell what that says now. It looks like it says Skittles and Sprite for sale. That's what that says. All right, it is now almost 8 o'clock and it has been a 12-hour day in the old shopper. And I'm tired. I'm quite tired now. I think I'll go home. Oh wait, I am home. All right, catch you in the morning. Y'all hang with. All right. Next morning, everything's dry and cured. That's right. Let's get this camera set up, man. Let's get these letters hung. Let's end this crazy feature-length video. Good idea. All right, let's get these letters hung. Let's see how fast we can do it. All right. Got the letters up. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe they'll last longer than that plywood did. I might go ahead and put another coat of paint on it. Hide them screw heads. But, well, thanks for watching another feature-length Tom W video. Love you, boys and girls. God, it took me 4 days to make this video. Woo! And thanks for watching. I love y'all. Be good to each other. And we will catch y'all on the next one, man. Love y'all.